all the way to the right and then turn, and I soft locked. Nice. I didn't soft lock, but I would have to do the Krakow fight again. That's so annoying. If you jump in the wrong angle, then you get stuck on that platform and you have to reset. So annoying. You go all the way to the right and then turn left, and when he does the lightning strike you can hit him. But if you go all the way, don't you mean like all the way to the left? Because if you go all the way to the right, he will put a poop on you and you die. Do you not mean all the way to the left at the beginning when he does lightning strike? I know I've seen BBF do this trick, but I've almost forgotten that already again because I've never used it so far. So it hasn't stuck with me very much. Yeah, you can definitely defeat Krakow a whole cycle before I defeat him. If you get those few hits in. Yeah, it is several seconds faster to defeat Krakow using the damage at the beginning. But it feels like my speedrun still lacks so many things that that's like saving a few seconds here or there is not the highest priority. But I have actually been listening to my viewers in the past sometimes. For example, when I practiced the Gradius skip, the viewer Bundat is his name or her name or whatever, has told me step by step how to do the Gradius skip, and I wrote down every word that he said, and then I used that exact instruction to practice Gradius skip, and it helped. So maybe in a couple of weeks or a couple of months I will actually use your words to practice the Krakow, the faster Krakow kill. This one, then you just have to press Control plus Y. That's nice. A legendary hero is also present. That's very nice. Now I was just telling Zombies how you told me how to do the Gradius skip, and I wrote down your words word by word, and I literally used the text document that I wrote down your words and followed your instructions word by word, and that finally helped me to learn the Gradius skip. But it took a long time. Double shot glitch is, for example, if you use space for jumping and 0 for shooting, then you want the same button for shooting for down, for example. then you do the double shot glitch. And if you need to remember which bosses it works on, you can just Google double shot glitch, and then you will find a pastebin file where all the bosses that it works on are listed, and also an explanation of what the glitch is, etc. The weather report said that on next Tuesday the weather will get a lot hotter in Germany. So I'm already afraid of all the insects that are gonna attack me. Because in Germany there are like a lot of rivers and ponds. And when it's very cold outside, the rivers and ponds are frozen shut and there are no insectos. But if it gets warmer, like in the springtime or in the warmer fall time, then all the insects will attack you. And you will have like a million cuts and stings from all the gnats. Okay. But I'm personally not that offended by insects trying to sting you. It's just a little bit annoying. I think too much of being scared of insects eating you is also not healthy. Like you don't want to get every drop of blood from your body drained. But if an insect stings you like once or twice every few weeks, then it might even be good for you because your immune system gets a little bit of training. But it might also be because in Germany we don't have that many very, very strong diseases that are transferred by flying insects. There are countries where there are like mosquitoes and they can give you some very, very dangerous diseases. But we have like ticks in the forest. Like in the deeper forests in Germany, you have high grass and there are ticks, and the ticks can give you some very dangerous diseases, like some very dangerous brain disease that can kill you or cripple you very strongly. So whenever you go into the forest, you want to wear long shorts or long trousers rather, and no shorts. Okay, let's concentrate on this fucker. Attack, right, jump. attack, jump, jump, left. Attack, attack, down, down. Down, right, jump, 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 jump. Left, jump, left, jump, left, left. If you have a horse, then it's also very common that the ticks will attack the horse and drink its blood. But it seems like horses don't get so many diseases from ticks as humans. It's probably so that the disease that is very deadly or very dangerous for humans that they get from ticks is actually a disease of another animal that just randomly happens to be very dangerous to humans. Just the same way the Black Death during the Middle Ages was actually just a disease mainly for cows. And because the bacterium or something that kills the cows is very, very strong, because it needed to fight the immune system of the cow, which is stronger than the human immune system. It is very, very potent, and if a human gets it, then the human immune system is almost always not strong enough against the Black Death, so you die from it. It's why so many people died of it in the Middle Ages. I don't understand why I'm not getting a phone call. I'm expecting a phone call like at around 10 and now it's 10:11 already. So I don't know what's going on. But that person is gonna call me pretty certainly. And then I'm gonna have to pick that person up. But it should not take more than 30 minutes and then I can continue streaming. Come on. This jump is not infuriating at all. And I'm wasted my jump. If you stand at the very edge, for some reason you waste your jump. I did it 2 times there. 2 times I had to reset because I was at the very edge of the platform and I jumped and I couldn't double jump. The game is really, really tight about how you can be positioned. You have to be squarely, or at least mostly on a platform, and then you can jump, and then you can double jump. If you're already in the air for the first jump, then it doesn't count and you don't get a second jump. Game is extremely strict about that, it seems. And when they started to find out how those cowpox and stuff that were killing so many people worked, they took the pimples from the cow's udder where the cowpox was showing itself and they scraped it off and they ground it into a powder and they blew it into people's noses. And some of those people who got those dust into their nose, they got sick and died, but those who survived, they started developing an immunity. Very interesting. And in today's world, if you create a vaccine, you would usually use like a weaker form of the virus or the bacterium. The bacterium mostly, probably. Tried mashing really fast, but the mashing didn't come out very well. I know in theory if I do full elbow strats I should be able to quick kill this boss. But doing full all-out mashing strats on a stationary target is still very different to doing it on a moving target. Because in this game it is not enough to mash fast, you also need to time your mashes. Because if you miss shots, then this will delay the next shots you can do and cripple your damage output potential. And that's what makes this game really, really unique. Because you need to mash fast, but you also need to time your shots at the same time. That is probably the reason why it is not allowed on the usual categories to use a script to shoot. Because that would remove one of the unique challenges of this game, which is to press the shoot button fast. But oftentimes requiring you to only press it in certain intervals and not at the wrong time. And also do good movement at the same time. Which is insanely difficult to do optimally. Or rather impossible to do optimally, because to do it optimally you would have to shoot frame perfectly. And human beings can't do that, sadly. Come on. Still, again, a terrible time. Okay, can we do the impossible? Can we kill Biollante in an actual speedrun? Is it actually possible? Is it actually possible? That's the question. Are we human or are we dancer? Find out right now. We did it, Reddit. How nice is that? What do you say? Today a friend asked me why I don't start playing the Witcher series, because he now got an Xbox One, like the second newest Xbox, and he has now the Witcher 3 for that Xbox. And I told him, yeah, I would love to play The Witcher, but I have to spend more time practicing a 2D platforming game. Plus, I heard that the combat in The Witcher 3 is not that interesting, but I didn't tell him that because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. The story in The Witcher 3 is supposed to be really, really great. But I've heard from some other people that the combat is not that good. Like, it is very generic. But I possibly shouldn't talk bad about that game. It's possibly very, very stupid to talk bad about that game because so many people love it for good reason, because it has a very, very awesome story. It seems one of the reasons the many streamers on Twitch don't like The Witcher that much is because is very dialogue centered. And if you have a streamer, the streamers really like to talk and do jokes and observations. And if you have to spend time reading lots of dialogue, then it is very, very difficult to make a good stream out of it. It is more easy to have like a combat focused game, like for example Dark Souls or an FPS game, and stream it, because then the game will focus on movement and on fighting, while you can focus as a streamer on talking. That's usually what the streamers want. As a streamer, you want a game that is very interesting to look at, but the audio is supposed to be secondary because you want to be talking all the time. That's maybe one of the reasons FPS games are so big on Twitch, or like big in general also on YouTube, because the streamer / video maker can just talk and do some jokes, while the game delivers all the visual input, or most of the visual input. Some inputs are also done like as overlays and stuff. Wow, I got another gold split. Nice. Wow. 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 Mediocre Sonic kill. But this run overall is very bad. Bad day for EU. Decent eyeball. Meh. That's weird. Can I do this jump now, please? That was stupid. I should also practice this part because I lose a lot of time on this part. On average, compared to how long it's supposed... I couldn't jump! No! No! Something is wrong. Why couldn't I jump? That was very weird. Something was not right. A little bit too low. Ah! Come on. Okay. Come on, die. Don't make this harder on yourself than it needs to be, Skeleton King. And most of all, don't make it hard on me, please. Wow, 3-minute gold split. Wow. Wow. We have done the bro army proud today. Holy smokes. Well, I was checking my phone and I almost died. I was gonna say I almost died because of that, and then I died anyway because I'm super good at this game. Frickaduck. Come on. Oh, that's very sad. That's very sad. Pfuh. Ah, nice. That is always worth it, no matter what anybody says. Yeah, very smart. Yeah, the rust is really showing. Holy smokes. The rust is really showing. Well, come on. Wait a second, I can do more damage to him, I know that for certain. Drunk! It's drunk damage. Ah! Still not enough damage by a long shot. Not at all enough for the quick kill, sadly. Terrible. Terrible. That was also terrible. Holy shit. Nice. Okay. So good, Shang Tsung. I have practiced this boss fight so much in the last week. I've practiced this fucking boss fight off stream so many hours, it's not even funny. Fuck. It happens when you concentrate on mashing or other movement. Come on, die. Why didn't I jump? Feels like you sometimes lose your jump and this you double jump without any reason. But that's probably just imagination. This cannot be good for my keyboard. This absolutely cannot be good for my keyboard, no way. No way, Jose, can this be good for your keyboard if you mesh like that? Ugh. This world is a very difficult world. Not gonna lie, it is very, very difficult. Okay, I need to save here, otherwise my muscle memory is interrupted. Get boss controls here because it's easier to do this part for me with boss controls. That's a very good gameplay. This screen is also very, very, very difficult, even for the really good players. Which I'm definitely not, but this screen kills even the very best players, oftentimes. Looks quite easy, but it is very, very difficult. That corner jump that you need to go up to the second mummy is very, very difficult and very weird. And then you can still die afterwards, which is fantastic. Nice. I practice Ryo Hayabusa skip a lot also. Still need to off-stream grind it a little bit more, because I still miss it very often, but I already got a lot better at that skip. A lot better. Should also off-stream grind this part right here, these 4 screens. Because they're also a lot more difficult than they look. Okay, that's a good save. I need to save somewhere in the middle at that save point, because that's what my muscle memory is practiced for. If I start like this, my muscle memory can start correctly, otherwise I'm always thrown off. A little bit at least. Oh fuck. Ah, my controls are ruined. Great! RNG rock throw, nice! If I keep on mashing like this, I'm gonna destroy my keyboard in a few days. It's not happy times. Ah! Fuck! Nice. Good job. 1 hour 13. 50. That's about 5 minutes slower than the real PB. I think. Wait a second. I have to look at my clips. I forgot already. It might actually be an overall PB. Cool, it's an overall PB. Nice. PB 1 hour 30 minutes 50 seconds. Nice. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick and then I'm gonna do 2 minutes of arm stretching.